Hello everyone, Onlydraven here again, and thank you for tuning in to another tutorial in Minecraft Sky Factory 3. Today I'm going to be building upon a previous tutorial where I showed how to automate the combining of loot bags. And today we're going to be adding another step to that process. We're going to be adding the loot recycler. The loot recycler takes lots of different types of loot that'll come out of your automated mob spawner and combines it into common loot bags. So unneeded scrap loot can be combined to help your process to give you more higher graded loot bags. So I already have an automated mob spawner here, and at the base you can see way over there is the basic setup for combining loot bags automatically. I've done a tutorial on how to do each of those, building the automatic spawner and how to combine loot bags. I will link the combining loot bags tutorial at the end of this video, but to see all my tutorials as well as the automatic spawner, please check out my channel and like and subscribe if you enjoy the videos there. So the steps that we're going to need today to add the loot recycler, we're going to need some transfer pipes, which just take 6 stone slabs, 2 glass, and a redstone. The transfer nodes, which takes 2 pieces of stone, a chest, 2 redstone, and 1 of those transfer pipes we just made. The loot recycler itself, which is stone around the outer edge, except for an iron ingot at the bottom and a chest in the center. And last, we're going to need some filters, which is redstone, sticks, and a string in the middle. Okay, so zip down here. And in the previous tutorial, I showed the automated spawning loot comes out into this chest, feeds over here. From this chest, the common and uncommon loot bags go into this compacting drawer to create rare loot bags, which moves into that drawer. Any rare or epic loot bags that come out of the spawner itself feed through the backside and go directly into the second compacting drawer, where all of the rare and epic loot bags combine into legendary loot bags, which would then end up in this chest if we had any, which we do not at this time. So what we're looking to do now is add in the loot recycler to speed up that process to give us more loot bags and to get rid of some of the unneeded loot that builds up in your spawner. And some of this loot you may use at times, and some of it you may not need. There are also other things that can go into this that I'm not listing. These are just some of the basic ones. You can customize it to how you'd like. So this is the loot recycler. We're going to add this in, and we're going to set it right there. Okay? Now, the loot recycler takes scrap and turns it into common loot bags. So we need our scrap to come out of here, go into the loot recycler, and then put the common loot bags into this chest here. Now there are a lot of items that will come out of the automatic spawner that cannot go into the loot recycler. So those we do not want to feed in. We want those to go directly into this chest. So we're going to need a transfer node here, and we're going to need one coming out of the loot recycler. Now, the next thing we're going to need to do is we're going to need filters. So to use a filter, you have it in your quick menu and just right-click on it, and that'll pull up the filter menu. By taking items and placing them in the filter squares at the top, it imprints that item into the filter. Now, there are 2 different modes you can choose from. There's a whitelist and a blacklist. Whitelist means that only these items will go through the filter. If you switch to blacklist, it means it will not let these items through the filter. Okay. So we're going to leave the first one on whitelist. We're going to cut our pile in half, because the first half here, which I accidentally threw in the thing here. Let me grab those again. Okay. So right off the bat, we're going to use 1. So let's take 1 off, drop it there. So we're going to use the filter and insert it. You right-click on the transfer node, take your filter, put it in the filter slot. Now, if you scroll over, it'll show you these are all the items that is going to let through, because we have that on whitelist. And those items will now go up and into the loot recycler. Now, we want to go to our second filter, have the same items, but switch this one to blacklist. Because right here, where this chest feeds into the second one, we don't want those items to go through here too. We want them just to go up through the top one. So we're going to put a filter there. So now those items which we want to go up here will not go through here. This transfer node does not need any type of filter because the only thing coming out of here will be common loot bags, and we want all of those to move into this second chest. So we're going to go ahead and put some transfer pipes in here, and that's built. That's everything we needed to make it work. So originally, the loot that came out of our automatic spawner went into this chest, fed into this chest, and then just sat here, as you can see, except for the loot bags, which were filtered to go into the compacting drawers. So now we're going to go ahead, we're going to take all this loot that's built up. And as you can see, there's several things in here, in this list, that I did not add to my filter. Glass bottles, which don't combine. Inferium essences can combine. Personally, I like to save those, because once you get to farming essences, you need all you can get, so I don't recommend compacting those unless you just have a massive farm going and you don't need them any longer. Okay? But I'm going to go ahead and put all of these things into the chest. As you can see, the numbers are already dropping. They're feeding out of here. So take those filters out. Those aren't going anywhere. Now, if we click up on here, you'll see things are popping in and they're building up. And when enough items have gone in here, they will create a basic common loot bag. Now, if we didn't have a transfer node, you could then take the loot bag out of here, put it in your inventory, open it as needed. So if you need common loot bags, just don't have them feeding out. But for this process, we want legendary loot bags. So now, the loot bags are going to come out of there, down into here. And this is where items that I did not put in the filter come in here. Bone is something you could have combined. It's just one that I didn't. As I said, a lot of stuff is going to come out of your automatic spawner here. So you can go in and customize which ones you want to come in and out. And as these items feed into here, they're going to create loot bags. As you can see, we've got 3 common loot bags there, 3 uncommon loot bags, and that just switched up to a rare loot bag and went to 0. Now there's a rare loot bag over here, which combined with 3 more and made an epic loot bag. So those items that are coming in are working towards building ourselves more loot bags, and that is all automated at this point. You don't have to touch it. Now, occasionally you may want to come over here, clean out this loot bag, or this box for the items that you want, readjust your filters to add in things that maybe you want to have combined or you don't want to have combined, and dispose of things that you don't need. Now, it's also possible to have the rest of the items that do not go into combine to feed directly into a storage system, which I'll do in another video. If you'd like to see that, definitely let me know in the comments. I'll put that together as well. But this is how you add a loot recycler to your automated loot bag combining process. And that's all there is to it. You just leave it, let the mobs fill up your loot. Occasionally come and clean this map. That's about it. All right, so that's it for this tutorial. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, please go ahead and put those in the comments section of this video. I definitely appreciate all of your feedback. If you enjoyed the video, please click like and be sure to subscribe for more of my Minecraft tutorials, as well as different video gameplays, role-playing, and board game content as well. Thanks for all watching.